Hello class, today we're going to learn biology. What particularly we're going to learn about symbiotic relationships. Okay, symbiotic, let's look at the root word. Sym, Greek, means together. Bio means life. Okay, so basically what this means is just learning to live together. Okay, let's move on to the technical definition. The technical definition of symbiotic relationship is long-term interactions between organisms. Put more plainly, this is how organisms and species interact with each other and how they impact each other. Okay. Another little caveat: symbiotic relationships, you might see that as symbiosis. Symbiosis, symbiotic relationships, same exact thing. Do not fret. Okay. Let's move on to the first example of symbiotic relationship. It is mutualism. Okay. Mutualism. This is where both benefit. It is mutually beneficial. Okay. This is, think of them as teammates. You know, they love each other. This is peanut butter and jelly. This is you and your dog. You provide care. You provide food for your dog. Your dog gives you love back. And then also we have gut bacteria. Gut bacteria lives in your gut, digests stuff that you cannot particularly digest yourself, and then releases it as digestible nutrients. Very good stuff. Eat your yogurt because you get a lot of good gut bacteria that way. Next thing we have is commensalism. Commensalism is where one is greatly benefited. The other one is neither beneficial nor is it detrimental to the organism. This is typically portrayed as like a free ride. For example, remoras. They attach to sea turtles and sharks, particularly usually sharks. And what they do is they latch on. If you ever see the remora, the head is really weird, and it's there to suction on to the shark and to just kind of just ride along until they consume they kill a large prey, and then they pop off, and then they consume the little scraps that the shark didn't eat, and then pop on, and then just take a ride. Another example you might know from commensalism that might relate is during the lockdown. Let's say you're bored in the house and you just want to get out, and your mother's going to the grocery store. You might just hitch a ride and go to the grocery store as well. Mother shouldn't really care either way, but to you, it's nice to get out of the house, pick up your favorite cereal, go home. Very nice, very beneficial. Next one to go to is parasitism. Parasitism, I'm assuming you can tell from the root word parasite, is a relationship where a parasite finds a host and tries to steal all the nutrients it can from the host. It is very beneficial to the parasite, detrimental to the host. There's two kinds of parasites. There's ectoparasites that live on the outside of the body, and we have endoparasites. Endo means inside the body. Example of ectoparasite. I'm assuming all of you are very much accustomed and familiar with the mosquito. The mosquito is there to harvest blood and nutrients and literally buzz off and find another host. And then another one we have is endoparasites. So endoparasites, their objective is to get inside the body and harvest nutrients from there and grow within the body. So ectoparasites, they want to grow outside the body, and then with their children to find new hosts. A endoparasite is trying to create basically a dynasty within an organism. Good example of an endoparasite is really weird. So there is a family of wasps called a parasitoid wasp. And the way the parasitoid wasp, like any mother, wants to provide a nice meal to their children. And what's a nice meal is a caterpillar. And the parasitoid wasp will come along, inject their stinger in their ovipositor. Ovipositor is just where they posit eggs, so ova, egg, posit, deposit. Eggs within a live caterpillar, and hopefully the eggs will grow and then consume the caterpillar. It's very weird. Don't worry about it. Their stinger itself is very flimsy. So actually, I know somebody who was trying to be stung by a parasitoid wasp, but it kind of just flimsy. It just kind of goes off. you're in no danger. It's just nature can be very intense. So yes. Predation. I am assuming you can tell from my beautiful drawing that it means predator-prey relationship. Beneficial to the predator, very detrimental to the prey. Examples, as we know, tiger and deer. You can even argue, maybe even cows and grass. The objective of predation is to kill and consume the prey. The difference between this, parasites, they want that free meal as long as possible. They want to harvest resources as long as possible. Their objective is to get as much resources as possible without killing the host. The predator doesn't care if they kill the prey. Most likely they kill the prey. Pretty much in all circumstances they kill the prey. I don't know why I said in most circumstances. Anyways, competition. Competition can be within a species or two different species. The biggest thing is with competition is they have to go for the same resource. So whenever two organisms require the same resource, it's going to be detrimental for both of them because both of them are going to require more energy to get a smaller slice of that resource. A very real example is elementary school. Everybody wanted to go on the swing. Okay, and if you wanted to go on the swing, you have to be on the front of the line. As soon as you release for recess, you got to make a beeline to that swing. And when you get to that swing, you kind of have to get off the swing at one point. You can't. The resource itself, you have a smaller slice of. So competition is detrimental to all involved. And I believe that is all. Thank you for everything. Good night. Also, one extra thing. I don't want to be anything, but I don't know if it's part of the lesson plan, but I realized that it's a long-term interaction. Predation and competition are not technically symbiosis. I don't know if it's referred to in the textbook, but because it's a long-term interaction, it's considered an ecological relationship. So